Hey, what's going on, Oceaners? I'm Blue Devil. I hope you all are doing well. Asus reached out to me and wanted to sponsor a Wounded Warrior build for Veterans Day. So that's what we did. The Wounded Warrior Project is a great organization that helps a lot of veterans get back up on their feet, get the recovery that they need. Our recipient today is Dozer Reed of the Wounded Warrior Project. He is a terrific guy. Me and him bonded almost immediately from when I picked him up at the airport. We spent all of Veterans Day together, and we shared war stories and shared stories in general. And I really learned a lot from him, and I think he learned a lot from me as far as the gaming aspect of it. So I interviewed Dozer, and this is what he had to say.
My name is Dozer Reed. On January 29, 2005, in a convoy going from Camp Anaconda back into Baghdad, I was injured when my vehicle swerved around a barrier. We hit a hole, and I was catapulted up on top of the roof, breaking my back and damaging my spinal cord. For many years after that injury, I was looking for a purpose, looking for a way to recover, lost to the demons inside me. I discovered the Wounded Warrior Project and found a way that I can help and give back to my community by being a mentor, working with other warriors that deal with post-traumatic stress and overcoming catastrophic injury. One of the things that I found that really helped was getting into video games. It was a way to kind of separate from what was real and what was fantasy. It gave you so many opportunities, whether it was driving games or flight simming or first-person games or just exploring and playing Minecraft. My son, who is now 15, could come and play games with me and we could have that time together. I found that gaming is a great outlet because it's low stress to a degree. Now I have this amazing opportunity being here with Blue Devil from Overclock. He built a computer, thanks to sponsorship from Asus, to allow me to really take that to the next step, to really get into gaming and, once again, maybe have an opportunity of being competitive despite my injuries. The other opportunity it gives me is the chance to meet other people in the gaming world, and sometimes some of those warriors that are completely submerged in the gaming world because their post-traumatic stress is so much that they can't hardly deal with society. Maybe talking to them about my story and sharing some of the things that I've gone through will give them the encouragement to seek out and find the help that they need to get themselves in a better place. We always talk about recovery, but recovery is a journey. And it's a journey that no person should be on by themselves. So taking that opportunity to encourage other people to join me in my journey, maybe it'll take them in the right direction.
So in terms of system specs, Asus provided the GT501 case. It's a full ATX case, has three 120 RGB fans in the front, it has a 140 non-RGB in the back, and then it has option for three more 120s in the top or 140s. The motherboard that Asus provided was the Z390 TUF Gaming Wi-Fi edition, so that should give Dozer enough connectivity. In that motherboard is the Intel i7-9700K. I clocked it up to 5 gigahertz. Basically, it's a 9900K without the extra hyper-threading. Cooling that 9700K is the Auraflow 240 TGA from ID Cooling. Again, two 120mm RGB fans. They match the GT501's case fans perfectly, so they went really good with the build. As far as DDR4, Corsair stepped up and sent over their Vengeance RGB Pro TUF Edition. That's 16 gigabytes worth of DDR4 at 3000 megahertz. They also sent along their MP600 in 1 terabyte. It is a Gen 4 drive. I realize it's a Gen 3 slot we put it into. However, it'll be more future-proofed in the future. In terms of GPU, again, Asus TUF RTX 2060 was supplied. So nice short little GPU. To me, it looks kind of awkward, but it performs great. We were playing Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and it was just taking care of business at 1440p. I'll throw up a screenshot here. Dozer playing here. There was no hiccups thanks to the adaptive sync technology, which we enabled G-Sync as well too, at 155 hertz on the VG27AQ 1440p IPS display. Team Group also sent over a SSD. This is their Delta S 1 terabyte SSD. So again, it's the TUF version. It lights up the case nicely. And then Asus also decked out the build a little bit more with their ROG terminal, which also includes 3 addressable LED strips. So I used 2 in the build. If Dozer wants to use another one somewhere else, but I really didn't think it needed it. So Asus also stepped up and sent all the peripherals for him. So he got the 155 hertz IPS VG27 AQ monitor. He got the K7 keyboard, the H5 headset, the M3 mouse, and the mouse pad along with it as well too. So he got set up from Asus. What he's basically looking for is so that he can do a lot more game streaming to connect with Wounded Warriors at their level, and maybe he can help them on their journey. So like he had me. So I've made a friend for life. You know, me and Dozer are going to stay in contact with each other, and this is a great, great cause. Again, I want to thank all the sponsors for this build. We couldn't have done it without all of you. So to name them off again is Asus, obviously, Corsair, ID Cooling, Team Group, and CableMod. Don't feel afraid to call the Veterans Crisis Line. It's been right above here the entire video. Also, it's linked down below, as well as sponsor links to all the parts used in today's build. But if you're a veteran in need, don't feel afraid to reach out. If you want to reach out to Dozer, I'm sure he'll be more than welcome to answer some questions for you. I've linked his Twitter account in the video as well as in the description below. Alright guys, I'm going to go. I'm Blue Devil. Thanks for watching.